Hey everyone, welcome back to phase 2 of the expedition. We're going to be doing now the second phase, but as you can see, I need to do a little bit of a change. I need to get out of this weird bubble head. So now we are ready for the next phase. So let's jump in our shuttle and travel back to our freighter. Alright, let's check the expedition. We have, of course, we need to read the log entry. Now, we are not able to read the log entry until we reach Rendezvous Point 2. So we'll have to reach Rendezvous 2 first before we can read this entry. Now, we have a few more. We need to build some rooms. We need to build a submarine. And the most tedious of all of them will be discovering plants. We need to discover 20 plants during this expedition. And of course, we have also an optional base, which is visit somebody else's freighter base, which is most likely is going to be easier done when you're playing this in multiplayer with a friend and you just visit each other's base. Alright, so let's begin. Let's check how much do we have on our hyperdrive left. I think we might have maybe 1 or 2 more jumps available here. So let's do that. Let's jump to Rendezvous 2. According to this, I'm out of warp range. As you can see, I cannot reach it, although the line is full. So what we're going to be doing, let's see if we can jump a little bit closer. So there should be like this is a good spot here. So let's just jump until this spot. Alright, and let's see, do I have enough for a second jump? We do. We can do one more jump. Let's do that right now. Alright, now that we are in the first rendezvous system here, we should be able to go and talk with our captain. So let's access the ship log. There we go. That is now giving us the first milestone of phase 2. And this is going to give us the orbital exocraft materializer plant, some more wiring looms, and the yellow paint, which of course is interesting for Beeblebum, but that's not that important for the expedition itself. So let's just claim this. We got the exocraft materializer. We need for that ionized cobalt and 3 warp cells. So let's see what we can do. Let's see. Can I make 3 warp cells? 1, 2. Nope, I do not have enough. Condensed carbon, and I do not have enough chromatic metal. So for that we will need to make more of these. I can definitely make more of these, so I'm gonna make 5 just in case we can make more of the antimatter. And we need to also have ionized cobalt, so let's do that. Let's refine the ionized cobalt so that is ready for the next step. In the meantime, what do we have in our inventory? Is there anything we could refine into chromatic metal? I do not think so. We could, of course, scrap this one. I do not think this is going to be enough to create more because we don't have enough oxygen as well. So we will have to go and get some more materials for that. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to go to the space station. That's going to be the smart move. So we're going to buy some more oxygen. We're going to buy, hopefully, more chromatic metal. If not, we will have to buy some copper where we can then refine this into chromatic metal. Let's check the pilots. With a bit of luck, they might have chromatic metal. This one does not have any chromatic metal. Let's buy all the oxygen. Let's see if this one has chromatic metal. Nope, they do not. They do have more oxygen, so let's buy the oxygen because we will need enough oxygen to make more carbon. Now, while you are in the space stations, I would also advise you to take these here, the encrypted navigation data. While they might give you nanites, they also will give you the chance of getting navigation data. And we will be needing navigation data for sure. Now, as you can see, I do not have any materials here. So what I'm going to buy all the copper. And then we're going to refine the copper to chromatic metal. If you have enough materials, you can of course build a second refinery room, and to be honest, this might be handy if you want to do some more refining. So I'm just gonna put in here, and let's put in the copper in here. Let's make this in chromatic metal, and then the next one, let's put the oxygen in here and make some carbon. Alright, let's take the carbon and also refine this now to condensed carbon. And we are still making chromatic metal here. I think we would have enough with 150 condensed carbon to start with. I don't want to use all my carbon yet, because we might be needing it for other parts as well. So let's take 150 condensed carbon in the exosuit. Let's take this in the exosuit. And let's see how far are we with the chromatic metal. Let's just take this and let's focus on making some more antimatter. Like that. We need to make, well, let's make 5. We only need 3 warp cells. And then we can build ourselves the exocraft orbital materializer. Let's build that right here. That's going to be our milestone. Now, the reason why we did that before is because now when we unlock this, it's going to give us the Nautilus chamber plans, which is going to be very handy if we want to build this. Now, you can see we need 5 metal plating and 4 crystal sulfide. We already have the salt we bought from the previous phase. If you don't have it, then definitely go ahead and buy that for you. The crystal sulfide we will find in the water, but the metal plating we will have to make ourselves. Let's do that in our exosuit here. Let's see if I can make 5. No, we will have to get some more ferrite dust for sure, so we can make 5 metal plating as well. Alright, so let's go down. Let's go to rendezvous number 2. Remember, we need 5 metal plating. That means we will need like 250 ferrite dust. So either you could go and buy it. You could go and buy it from the space station, which we could have done. That would have been a smart move. But let's just fly to rendezvous number 2. Let's see if we can find some ferrite by shooting this here. Like I said, we will need 250 ferrite. Let's see what we have. Alright, so now we should be able to make 5 metal plating. There we go. So now we have the salt, we have the metal plating. The only thing we need now is the crystal sulfide. So the freighter should be somewhere here. So let's land on this island here. And let's jump in the water. And what we're looking for is for the crystal sulfide. So we can of course swim towards here because this is going to give us the rendezvous point. So this gave us the rendezvous point. Let's see if we can find some crystal sulfide nearby. Oh. I see you. Why are you not showing up on my scanner, you Alright, so we're looking for this one here. This is the crystal sulfides we're looking for. Be careful when you're collecting these because this will explode after a while. So don't be too close it will damage you. So give it some distance. Let it explode and then collect the next one here. So we have now 3 of them. We still need 1 more because we need 4 in total. We have another one right here. Let's take this one here. Now this is going to allow us to build the submarine. So let's build the submarine here. Like that. Delete the room and now we have our submarine. Let's get inside. Like that. Now if we go to our expeditions, you will see that we have unlocked this one as well. Let's just open this here. This is going to give us some inventory slots and things like that. What else did we get? We have also this one, which is going to give us some more upgrades and things like that. Let's take it. Now, if you check the inventory, you will see we have a whole bunch of stuff here. You definitely want to take this one. Let's move it to our exosuits. If you want, you can install these. For the moment, I don't know if they are going to be useful for this expedition, so I'm going to leave them in the Nautilus if I want to install them. But they also would be handy if I want to sell them for more nanites. But as you can see, we have enough nanites, so I don't really bother about it. So I'm going to leave these in here just in case I need them. And let's get back to our ship. Okay, now, before we go back and fly to the freighter, we do need to do some stuff here. As you can see, we need to do some 20 plants, and we need to also build this one here. But for this, to build this one, we still need to find the plants. So this reward will allow us to build the double cultivation chamber. And for the teleport chamber, we will need some materials as well. So for that, we might have to go and check the space station. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump out here, and if you jump in the water, you will see there are actually some plants here you can start scanning. So if you go and you open up your Analyze Advisor, you can see I can scan this one here. It has some question marks, and you can simply start scanning the plants. In total, we need to scan 20 plants, so you will have to look for them, see which one you can still scan, which has the question marks, and then scan for them. By the way, you will also have to do this for minerals and creatures. While this is not in phase 2, I just want to give you already a heads up that it might be smart that while you're doing this, you really start focusing on also starting to scan for other things as well. As you can see, 15 minerals, and you will also have to scan 25 creatures. So it might be smart to just do this all at once. See, you see the fish here. Just scan the fish, make it simple and easy for you so you don't have to catch up on the end of the expedition with this. Now, when you're doing this expedition, you don't need to do these 20 plants all at once. This is only because I want to do this per phase. It's smart to just do this spread over all the planets that you visit. So I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm going to scan 20 plants and I will be back with you once I'm done with that. Alright, now that we have found 20 plants, it's time to go back. As said before, it is a smart thing to just do this along the path. Just do this now and then while you're on the planet. Now let's go back to the ship and then fly to the space station because we need to go and buy some materials. And see if one of the pilots has the amino chamber. That is what we need for our... there we go, one amino chamber. And let's go back to the freighter. Now we don't need to fly. We can just go to the teleporter here. And let's just teleport back to the freighter. Alright, now that we are here, next thing we need to do, make sure that we can make the antimatter. 3 antimatter. We have the chamber as well. So now we should be able to build a teleport chamber. And that we're going to build on this side here. That is another milestone finished. Now let's just claim this one. And let's also claim the last one here. For that we will need oxygen, silver and phasium. But because we have these rooms here, we should be lucky and we should be able to just take these down and then rebuild them. And that should be enough to give us the materials we need. Now we do have some phasium here. As you can see, we got some phasium from taking the room down. Let's go to the refiner here. Put the phasium in here, if I can find it. Let's put oxygen in here as well. And this is going to make for us 30 phasium. So we're just going to take that, refine it in 30 phasium. Alright, so now that we have the phasium in our inventory, we can now go and build our double cultivation chamber. And that is the next one. We're done with that. If I now go into our menu and we unlock this one, this is going to give us a biological room expansion, and it's going to give us some extra blueprints, and it's going to give us the plants we have as well. Alright, so now this is done. We are now finished with phase number 2. This should now allow us to claim the final phase here, phase 2, high gravity freighter trail. Now, as I explained before, the last phase as well, if you go to your expeditions, we see that we did the interstellar warp already. From the moment we did the interstellar warp, we can already start with frigate missions as well. Now for that, we're going to go to the room here and we're going to build ourselves a fleet room. Now this is the fleet command room. Let's build it here at the back. Let's open up the fleet command room. Opening up the command room will now give you the blueprint for the frigate fuel. But it also will give you frigate fuel as inventory. That means we can already start sending out our first expedition. So we do have, I think, as far as I can see, an explorer. Let's take it to the balanced expedition. You can see this is a 1-star difficulty. So let's take the this C-class explorer there. And then we just send it over to that. We have the required fuel already. So let's just send it. And that will take us an hour. Which means in an hour we will be able to claim this. This will be then one of the missions that's going to be finished for the next upcoming phases. But then again, if you want more information about that, I would definitely advise you to start doing this as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was an informative guide for phase number 2, and I will see you again later on for phase number 3. Thank you so much. See you later. This was Beeblebum. Goodbye for now.